Dear students, in this video we are going to study about the beginning of Delhi Sultanate. For more than 150 years after the raids of Mahmud of Ghazni, India did not face any major invasion. During this period, the Rajput rulers of North India promoted trade with the Muslims, and the Muslim traders, some of them started to live in India, and the Sufi saints came to India during this time. The Delhi became the capital city of many of the dynasties. It was known as Dhilliga. The Delhi's old name was Dhilliga. The Tomarans in around the year 736 AD built the city Delhi as their capital. Vishaldev in the 12th century, a Chauhan ruler, he defeated the Tomarans and made Delhi as his capital. Then the Delhi was prospered under the Tomarans and the Chauhans, and it became the important trade center, and also it was situated in the Ganga plain. So the rulers could rule easily the other parts of India. About the Delhi, the informations are getting from the literary sources and also from the archaeological remains. The archaeological remains include the forts, tombs, the places of worship, the articles such as coins, weapons, and also from the clothes and ornaments we get information about the period in which many dynasties ruled India, and the literary sources include the travel accounts like the Rihla of Ibn Battuta gives valuable information about the period of the sultans and the medieval period. Then the court historians, they were patronized by the emperors or the kings. They wrote the history and day-to-day administration that was happening in the court. The historians in the Muslim rulers' court, they were written tarikhs. The tarikhs means histories, but they were actually writing these tarikhs for praising their ruler. So some of the drawbacks of these tarikhs were they were not giving the correct information. Like the historian Minhajus Siraj's work not give a fair account of the administration and the life of the people during that time. Then the historian Ziauddin Barani's Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi gives a fair, unbiased picture of the reigns of the Khaljis and the Tughlaqs. So Tughlaqs and Khaljis, they were their unbiased picture. The day-to-day life of these kings were given by the Ziauddin Barani's Tariq, that is known as the Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi. So children, that was the from these materials we get information about Delhi and also about the period of the Sultanate. Then, how was the beginning of the Sultanate? 150 years after Mahmud of Ghazni's invasions, an Afghan ruler of the town Ghor in Afghanistan, he belonged to the Ghorid dynasty. The ruler was known as the Muhammad Ghori. He invaded India. In the North India, the ruler was Prithviraj Chauhan III. At that time, he was ruling Delhi and Ajmer. Muhammad Ghori conducted battle between this Prithviraj Chauhan. There was battle of Tarain between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan III. The first battle of Tarain was in the year 1191 AD, in which Muhammad Ghori was defeated by Prithviraj Chauhan. Again, the defeated Muhammad Ghori came back in the year 1192 AD and he defeated Prithviraj Chauhan and captured Delhi and made Delhi as his capital. He ruled Delhi and Ajmer. After winning some more territories, Muhammad Ghori decided to leave India and he gave his Indian territories in charge of his trusted slave and general. That time the slaves were bought by the kings and the nobles for service in the army and service in their household. There was slavery. So a slave, a trusted slave of Muhammad Ghori, he was called Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak. Muhammad Ghori gave the charge of his Indian territories to Qutbuddin Aibak and he went back to Afghanistan. The kings trusted the slaves because the slaves were the most loyal people at that time, loyal than their own sons and relatives. That's why he has given the charge of his kingdoms in India to his able slave and general. He was Qutbuddin Aibak. Muhammad Ghori died in the year 1206 AD. 1206 AD. Then Qutbuddin Aibak proclaimed himself as the ruler of Delhi. He made Delhi as his capital and he ruled from Delhi. His territories he ruled from Delhi and made Delhi as his capital. He proclaimed himself as Sultan. This was the beginning of the Delhi Sultanate in India. There were 5 dynasties in the Delhi Sultanate. They were, first one, the slave or Mamluk dynasty. Second one, the Khalji dynasty. Third one is the Tughlaq dynasty. Fourth one, Sayyid dynasty. And the fifth one was the Lodi dynasty. There were many able rulers and they were shown many very good administrative reforms during their reign. We will study about them in the next video. Thank you for watching.